What's up, sexy people of the world? My name is Lowko. And today it's time for some more StarCraft II action. Today I got a Zerg vs Protoss on you. Oh my god, I got a map. No, oh my god. I should so be restarting this, but I don't really feel like it. This time is going to be a Zerg vs Protoss on the map Shakuras Plateau. As you can already notice, the persons that are playing in this game are going to be talking total gibberish for me. Oh my god, shut up, phone. It's going to be LiquidZenio spawning in. Oh my god, shut up! Wait. So not gonna restart this. Okay, spawning in the top left corner of Shakuras Plateau. It's LiquidZenio, and his opponent for this game is going to be none other than MForGG. Of course, nowadays part of Millennium. Team Millennium, MForGG, spawning as the red Terran. It's going to be a Zerg vs Terran, as you might not have noticed, with the worst opener ever. But since there's nothing to talk about anyway at the first stage of the game, well, we are just going to be talking about the standard kind of stuff. It looks like ForGG is going to open up fairly standard. Yeah, there we go. He's actually going to open up with a Rex right here, and I highly doubt he will get any kind of gas geysers, just because he's a Terran player, and Terran players at this point in the game love going one barracks into a command center really early, whereas the Zerg player, of course, will pretty much 100% of the games go for an early hatchery, and it looks like, well, LiquidZenio not going to be any kind of different. Looks like he's also going to send a drone down the mineral line right here, and you might ask yourself, why would you be able to go for a hatchery first? Is the Terran player not going to be able to punish this? Well, Terran players has been trying to do that, and the only really effective way is to make two barracks somewhere across the map, and even then it's still like kind of possible to defend that kind of stuff. So what you will see a lot of Zerg players do is actually just go for hatchery first, because the Terran player will simply not go for any kind of aggressive play, especially after seeing this barracks. Of course, it could be possible, especially when you're in a lower kind of league, it could be possible that there's another barrack somewhere on the map, but especially at this level of play, both players have enough respect for each other that there's a really tiny small chance that there will be a proxy hatch or a proxy barrack somewhere on the map, and you will actually see the command center right now. You will see it building, so he knows it's a one Rex expand, and he will know the exact timings of pretty much everything that the Terran player can do from now on. Double gas going to be followed up right here by ForGG, so standard play right there. Going to make up for a pretty standard game as well. Most likely going to actually make some Hellions later on in the game, whereas on the other side of the map we actually see the gas guys are being built before the spawning pool. Gas or the queen starting right away, as well as the second queen. But what this will mean is that you will get Zerking speed really quickly, which will be very useful to actually defend marine timing pushes, as well as Hellion harassment as well. Most likely still going to opt to get 4 queens out, however, because he will want all the creep spread going as much as he can. Especially on this map, it's kind of easy to spread creep. You will need 1 or 2 creep tumors going this way that will actually go around like that, and then there will be a few in the middle. I like getting about 3 or 4 or 5, and then a few like 1 to the bottom right here, and a few like right around this ledge right here. And as soon as you get about this line right here, halfway across the map, it will start to get really useful, because you can simply delay the turn by about a minute by getting that creep spread, and that's actually really huge. However, we see ForGG. Of course, we are not at that part in the game just yet. We see him getting a reactor up already, as well as a factory, and he's still mining gases right now, so it looks like he will be able to get down a relatively early Banshee as well, if he feels like it. Of course, this is very standard right now. We see a lot of Terrans actually going for a reactor, reacted Hellions into some Banshees if he feels like it. But of course, the Zerg player could be punishing that. However, we don't see any second gas geyser being down just yet. Also, the gas is being stopped by mining right now, only getting the Zerking speed up, and it looks like the third queen is about to be finished right now. First creep tumor already being laid down, and I imagine he's going to go for about a relatively early third base. Well, however, he's getting both extractors right now, and also getting the third command. He's actually having 4 extractors down already at the 6-minute mark in the game. So what Zenio did this game is actually get a hatchery. He then went for a gas geyser. He then went for a spawning pool double queen, getting an early third queen, and then getting all the gases once again at the 6-minute mark. And he was most likely going to go for a really early lair, which might catch ForGG off guard, because, well, all Zerg players right now are pretty much going for a relatively early relatively early third base. However, we see something strange being researched right now. This is actually the can't even pronounce that. The Caduceus reactor, and what this will do is it's most likely going to be a fake. It actually increases the starting energy of medevac. I don't think that's usually being researched all that much. I don't really know. He might just use that to actually fake the upgrade for when an overlord flies in. He will actually see that there's a tech lab right now, and he actually did cancel the upgrade altogether. So it turns out there is no Hellion or no Banshee being flied in, so it was just a fake to actually trick the Zerg player into making a bunch of overseers and whatnot. However, we see the first Banshee already flying across the map. Looks like he's actually going to switch over the add-ons once again, and he's actually going to transition into Marines right now. Stampak already going down, only one Banshee being on the map right now, and he's just trying to pick off some drones if he can, and he's most likely going to pick off like 3 or 4 if he's lucky. The Queen, however, is doing enough damage to poke him back right now, and it's actually getting quite a bunch of them. That was actually pretty good. No pulling back whatsoever by Zenio, so he's going to lose 5 drones in total. Not the biggest of deals, however, but he does actually fail a little bit with his Queen inject because of this, and the creep spread isn't all that good right now. Actually, also the active creep tumor being pushed off right now, as well as a forced overseer, as he might also be able to actually catch this Spire right now. He will actually, yeah, he does see the Spire right now. So really solid play right there by ForGG. The third base is the late of the Zerg player, so he might be able to do a lot of damage right now. He's actually killing a bunch of stuff right now. However, no drones being killed off just yet, so nice defense right there as far as drone killing goes. However, he knows exactly what is going on. He will most likely, oh, he's actually, yeah, there the third command center is, and he's adding on a bunch of barracks right now. Also might be going for some marauders if he feels like it. Of course, marauders are going to be great to actually catch all those Baneling splash damage, and that might be on the map. And of course, since he is going Mutalisk, there's a really small chance that there will be infestors before like the 12-minute mark, so he can do a really strong push with some Marines later on, because there won't be any infestors just yet, and the infestors are of course the one thing that deal with Marines really effectively. But of course they won't be out for quite some time, and he is going to just harass with some Mutalisks. Mutalisks are already on the way, 10 Mutalisks on the production tab right now. Third phase about to be finished, and he's most likely gonna go for some actually the, oh my god, there the Banshee is again, and he's going to kill off some more. Of course the Banshee is going to get wordless at some point, and oh my god, he's actually getting another one. So 18 drones being killed off by mostly one Banshee, and of course the Hellions maybe got some kills as well, but solid defense though by, or actually no solid defense as far as Banshee defense goes. However, he will have some rain across the map. What are they called? Mutalisks are already flying across the map. Might be actually finding, being able to find the sweet spot right there. Might be able to kill off an engineering bay, but the +1/+1 is already being finished off. However, the combat shield isn't just yet, and he might be able to do a little bit of a push with some tanks and some Marines relatively soon, maybe dropping into the base right here. Of course, he has already medevacs out, and medevacs are going to get stronger the longer the game goes on because of the energy that they have, but he might be able to actually pick off a siege tech upgrade right here, and that might be really used, but it looks like he is going to force 4 Marines to stim up, doing a little bit of damage right now, actually not losing too much health on those Mutalisks, but the Mutalisks are really not doing any critical damage just yet. However, he is able to drone up this fourth base, or this third base rather, pretty effectively right now. So this is going to be the one thing that he has going for himself. But at this point, I would give the edge to ForGG just a little tiny bit, because he already has the third command center being finished off. He might fly this to the third base. There we go. He's actually going to do that right now, and more barracks being added just right now. And actually, is he going to add more and more factories? Doesn't look like it actually. So he's not getting any siege up. Oh, there. As soon as I say it, he actually starts the siege tank upgrade right here. Vehicle weapons level 1, as well as the +2/+2 for the Marines and Marauders, and he might be going for a relatively strong push soon. However, nothing happening just yet. Once again, the Mutalisks are going to fly into the mineral line right here and actually killing off a bunch of SCVs. However, not too many actually. It didn't look like, oh, actually it did kill 9. It just didn't look as strong, but it, I guess I already missed a part of the attack right there. But looks like ForGG is still doing pretty good. He might be able to kill off some more, but of course the marine count is going to go up relatively soon right now, and he actually might catch some right here. Oh my god, only 1 or 2 going down right there. Not too many for ForGG. However, Mutalisks are pretty much going to get weaker the game goes on. You really don't want to be making those all game long, because at some point the marines just get too strong. But he might be able to actually kill off some more SCVs right now, and this is what he needs to get back into this game completely. He's just really that far behind, but every kill that he can get off marines or SCVs right now is going to be very useful. And as you can see on the production tab, also the infestation pit is somewhere on the map. There we go. The infestation pit is about to be finished, so he can also start some nice infestors right now. But he's going to do a double drop right here. 1 drop in the main, not going to do anything. However, there's also a drop at the fort base. Is he going to kill the fort base? There we go. Fort base going to go down for the Terran, for the Zerg play, and he will be able to cancel this. However, a nice little pickup right there for ForGG, because it's right now 3 base versus 3 base, and as a Zerg player you never want to be even in bases versus Terrans. So right there, also really cute tick right there, actually pushing back into the middle line, actually reducing the surface area that the Zerglings have. But right now the Banelings are here to do enough damage and actually killing everything off, picking off 2 more marines that are the hero marines, and he's just going to fly away with the medevac right now. The medevac still having a lot of energy, so as long as he can save that, it's going to be very strong. Right now he's going to push out across the map. However, +3 is starting right now, and he's going to push out with a nice strong army. However, the creep is already pretty far across the map, about halfway, and this will give him a bunch of time to actually finish up his own upgrades, as well as infestors. No, he's actually not creating any infestors. I don't think any are out yet. But here we go. He's actually going to catch all the siege tank off guard right here, and he will be able to kill off a big Terran clump of army right now. Really solid engagement right here by Zenio. However, will he have enough? It looks like yes, he does have enough, and ForGG doesn't really do too much damage. However, the production tab or the supply count isn't that terrible, I gotta say. Of course, it's still 3 base versus 3 base, and the creep spread hasn't been killed off, so that is of course a big plus right there that Zenio has. But however, he did pull a nice little victory right there. However, a big push right following it up. Really clever right here. Because what most Zerg players will actually do after defending a push is making a big round of drones. And of course, making this little push right here will punish him pretty badly for that. However, Zenio, he knows the playstyle of ForGG, and he's not going to fall for that. He's actually having a bunch of Zerglings right here. Might morph some of them into Banelings and going to use those to defend this push right here. But it looks like he is going to load up 2 medevacs. 2 medevacs going to go for the fort base once again. And of course, there are drones mining right there. However, Zerglings are already ready to be able to catch this. However, he isn't noticing just yet. And let me see, when does he realize that this push is coming right now? He sees the map right now, and here we go. We see a big clump right here. Nice push, nice reaction time right now. But he's also going to push across the map with more marines and more siege tank. And of course, oh shit, he actually does get the hatchery right now, but also going to lose 2 medevacs with 16 marines in total, which will do quite a bit of damage. And he also managed to kill off about 8 drones right now, and he gets nice positioning right here. The Zerg or the siege tanks are a little bit late for sieging up, and he gets a big surround right here with the Zerglings, with the Banelings, and with the Mutalisks. However, marines are really strong with the +3 about to be finished, and once that finishes, the marines are so incredibly strong, especially because LiquidZenio still isn't finished with his +2 just yet. So you can see the +2 is only about 80% done, which is really late for this stage in the game, and only just now the hive finished up. He's also going to have the greatest spire, however, so he might be able to morph some brute lords. Already 5 on the production tab right now, and there they are. But of course, this might be a little bit too late. However, the army isn't really that big for OGS ForGG or for Millennium ForGG, I gotta say. I think the smart thing to do right now for ForGG is actually unsiege the tank and try to get back and clump up with his big part of army, because he will be able to push into this. However, it looks like LiquidZenio doesn't realize that this army is pretty small, and it looks like ForGG is going to get a big clump of extra siege tanks, as well as some more marines right now. But Brute Lords are already finished right now, and he's actually going to stream forward right here with the Marines, going to try and pick off as much as he can, but of course the Banelings are going to clean up those Marines really quickly, and it does look like LiquidZenio might have enough to actually clean up this little bit of an army right now. However, no Infestors being out just yet, and this is the one thing that he will need to soak up all the siege tank fire, as well as the Marines, of course, being fungled. But right now 7 Infestors being about to be finished, and there we go. He's actually going to be able to push back this little bit of an army right now. However, more and more units going to flood the map right now for ForGG, and if he actually is able to get all this stuff down right there, oh my god, actually all the Banelings, if he will be able to target fire the Banelings, there we go. The Banelings are being target fired somewhat, but there's still a bunch of them on the map right now, but he's going to be able to spin forward right there. The siege tanks are, however, not being sieged, and nice fungal going down right at the perfect timing. Actually, if he wouldn't have been able to get those Marines, the game might have already been finished, but really nice pickup right there by LiquidZenio, and he will be able to push back this army for now. But we have to see, of course, how long that is going to last. However, the fort base isn't up just yet, and it looks like he is going to be able to clean up this army relatively good. Of course, fort base is being up already for LiquidZenio, already having a bunch of Zerglings as well as a few Banelings right here that are going to be able to use, that he is going to be able to use for all this defending right here. Actually adding on some more because he will be scared of drops right now. But it looks like this overload right here is actually really annoying. It will delay the command center for so much. He actually queued it up with his SCV, only to find out that there was a lot of creep on this base right now. And of course he will be able to make it right next to it, but it was delayed by a good solid minute, and he will also need to fly it over right here. So nice little bit of a delaying trick right there. However, a lot of siege tanks are out right now, and siege tanks, to be honest, aren't really going to be that useful because of course all of those Brute Lords and more Corruptors on the production tab right now. So the Corruptors are going to be very useful as well. However, we have a relatively even supply tab right now, and as long as he keeps dropping all over the place, he might be able to do a lot of damage right now. The +3/+3 isn't finished, however, by LiquidZenio, and Zenio doesn't have a lot of supply at this point in the game. However, he does have a bunch of Corruptors out there already. The Corruptors are of course going to be perfect for dealing with all those Vikings, but of course Vikings are really good against those as well. So he might be able to actually get a nice fungal off right now. If he gets a big fungal, oh my god, big fungal being able to push down right now, and also the Queen's helping out right now. And as long as he can keep chain fungling right, all those Marines, oh my god, all those Vikings are being down, and all that's left is actually those Marines to help with all those Brute Lords. However, they do manage to get somewhat underneath the Brute Lord, and he is able to pick off a big clump of army right now. But is he going to be able to get enough stuff up to actually clean up all this army right now? These siege tanks aren't even going to be able to siege up right now, because they will be way more useful being unsieged. But it looks like on the production tab we see 44 Zerglings going down right now. Of course the Thor is out already, and we see more and more Thors being able to get produced, or as well as on the production tab. But here we go. 6 Vikings being produced at the same time right now, having 3 starports right now being rallied into the army as well, and this might be enough to actually clean up all those Brute Lords. But of course there's only 3 Brute Lords left right now. Of course a few are trying to morph in, but they are going to be a little bit late, and right now it doesn't look like he have any fungals left for all those Marines, and he will be able to actually stim underneath all those Infestors as well as underneath all those Brute Lords, and he might be able to pick up a big amount of Brute Lords right here. He actually does manage to kill off quite a bunch. Only 4 Brute Lords being left right now, but it looks like a few Corruptors are here as well. However, there's a lot of Vikings on the map right now, of course, being more and more produced. 6 more on the production tab right now, and as long as he just keeps producing 11 Marines and 6 Vikings, he will eventually might be able to actually break this army right here for LiquidZenio. But of course LiquidZenio is trying to get up more and more bases, but it looks like this base doesn't have any chance of staying alive. He actually does let it stay alive for now. However, the Brute Lords are still being morphed in, and as long as he will be able to kill off all those Brute Lords right now, it will be a relatively easy cleanup, and it does look like he will be able to do that in the end. The +3 armor isn't finished just yet, and here we go. GG's out of the game, and OGS ForGG, or Millennium ForGG rather, win this game. So I want to thank you all for watching. Have an awesome day. Don't forget to smile, and I'll see you again. Bye!